What do you think changed in the second period there after the 3-0 goal?
We didn't do anything that we did in the first period. We talked about how great of a first period that was. It was a mature game. It was north. It was fast. It was hard. It was in your face. And the challenge is doing that for 60 minutes, and that's where it changed.
Is that just a matter of kind of a young team feeling like it's maybe a little too easy after one?
I don't know if you can say a young team. We're how many games into the season? 37 games. At some point here, we got to decide whether we want to be a young, learning team or we want to be a team that's the top of the division that can challenge for a championship. And that's just a commitment to the details, a commitment to playing the right way. And it gets hard, right? Like I've said this before. You know, you're in the American Hockey League. Guys want to get out of here. It's an inherently selfish league. And for the most part this year, we've done a good job of not feeding into that. But there are times where, you don't want to do the hard stuff. You don't want to do it the right way. You want to kind of get yours. And when guys, when we veer a little bit, you give a team a chance to come back in the game.
Do you think maybe after such the hot first start to the season, the first couple months were so great, now maybe some adversities might do this team some good to kind of get it back on track?
No, not when we're giving them. The adversity isn't something that like the other teams are earning. Like we're just giving them that. So no, not necessarily. A lot of these games at home here, going in the third period, tie games, being up in this game, that's completely in our hands and something that, at this point in the year, you shouldn't really have to deal with.
What do you expect to see in terms of a response tomorrow night? You see these guys again.
Well, I'd hope we decide to stick to the game plan for 60 minutes, but it's hard to do. You got to want to commit to it. Whether it's the NHL, the American Hockey League, whatever league it is, it just gets harder as the year goes. Teams get better at their game plan, their systems. Players improve throughout the year. And a lot of times it's just a commitment to doing it right, doing it the team way, and doing it hard. And we'll be fine, but, we've seen it slip here a little bit. I don't know if it's we come out post-break, win 3 in a row, and then it's kind of just been meh. And this isn't a team that needs to be playing meh hockey. We're at the top of our division for a reason. But if you look at the way we played when we went on some of those longer winning streaks, when we established ourselves at the top of the division, the game looks a whole lot different than it did those last 2 periods.
You've played with Nate a lot this season. How have you seen his game progress as the year's gone on?
He's been great. It takes a little bit of time to get used to the physicality of the game. It's a little tighter, a little quicker. But he's a really good 200-foot hockey player. Doesn't shy away from getting in on the battles, getting on the forecheck, and he's been a great player for us all year long.
With a back-to-back, there's not much time to kind of prepare for tomorrow. Is this one of those where you just kind of want to forget about tonight and just focus on?
No, I hope it hurts. I hope it stings, and we play better because of it.
What do you think you guys did in the first period that you didn't do in the second?
I think we were a lot on our toes. I feel like we were outworking them and kind of lost that energy in the second and third. Gave them more like unmanned rush, so I think that's the main difference.
What do you kind of chalk that up to when you say you kind of lost that energy a little bit going into the second?
I don't know if it's because we were up by 3 goals that we kind of like cheated a little bit, stopped working, but I don't know. But we gotta get back to work tomorrow, like we did in the first period.
How do you get back into that mindset tomorrow with such a tight turnaround?
It's pretty easy. I think we're hungry. I think we know that we can be a better team when we work, like we did in the first period. So just gotta keep it in mind and do it for 3 periods.
Austin, we were talking to him a second ago. He was pretty impassioned about it. Does anyone say anything in here after the game like that, or does everyone kind of know already what it's?
No, we didn't talk at all. I think we all know what happened. So we sometimes just if we don't talk, sometimes it's better. And I think we're enough mature to know what happened.
On a positive note, there, goal and assists tonight for you, and one of your former teammates in Toledo told us that you're one of the hardest working board battle guys, and you get rewarded with a nice assist on Gettinger's goal. Just kind of walk me through your mentality when you're in the boards like that, getting those battle wins.
Yeah, it's kind of my bread and butter. I'd say I like to go in the corner and try to win though. I think on that play, I won my battle. I saw Getz open, and I did a good pass to him, and he scores. So just gotta keep working and be good in my battles every shift, every games, and not take any shifts off.
We've seen you produce and can really help out on lines with anyone really on this team so far. What do you chalk that up to your versatility with this team?
I think I can play a lot of role if it's to kill penalty, if it's to like chip the puck or play just like a low type of role. I can do it, and I can help on a more offensive side too. I think I didn't show it a lot, but I think I can help on that side too.
And what was the biggest difference between the first and the second periods from your eyes?
We gave them the puck. 3 turnovers ended up in the back of our net, and that's a team you can't give them opportunities like that. And we didn't manage it at all. And actually, looking back now at our breakouts, our first 4 breakouts were actually turnovers in the first period. So don't let scores, don't let shots on net fool us here, because that was our message in between the first and second. We threw some pucks away. Even in the first period, we threw some pucks away, and we've got to manage it better, especially when you have high offensive team like Cleveland.
There's a kind of a tale of two cities with the power play. Early on, you get a couple goals on the power play early, and then when the game was on the line, the guys didn't convert. Did you see something different in those man advantages in the first and third periods?
Execution on our breakouts. I didn't think we were 5 guys together on the same page, and we weren't moving the puck quick enough in the zone either. So just overall, like lack of focus and execution on those late power plays.
Austin Watson was kind of pretty adamant about having these results and kind of, as he said, giving points away here.
Yep.
How does this stretch, you think, kind of show what this team is really made of?
Well, a little concerning because we've been at home here in the past 4 games. It's been a tie game going to the third period. We've come away with 1 win. So we've got to do a better job here. Bottom line, we've got to be harder to play against, whether it's a third period, whether it's overtime. We've got to find ways to win these games at home. We want to take pride playing here in front of our fans. We want to make Van Andel a tough place to play, and through 4 games at home here, we've got 1 win to show for it. So not good enough. We have to raise our standards, raise our expectations, make sure that tomorrow night we're a better team.
Yeah, so it's a tight turnaround tomorrow. You don't have much time with them. What's kind of the message to them? Are you moving forward, or are you having them break stuff down?
No. Well, they got to go home and get the rest or sleep. We'll revisit this tomorrow after one takes a good sleep and has another watch at it for us as a coaching staff here. But you know what? It's a great challenge for us. A great challenge mentally this time of year. It's a great challenge for our character to see what type of team we really are, see what type of resilience we have. Turn the page and get right back at it. And I'm glad we're playing the same team tomorrow. That's what, as a coach, as a team, we should really want that. It would sting probably more if we had a full week off and we had a long time to think about it. But we don't, and so we'll be excited to play here tomorrow.
Yeah, and does it make you feel a little bit more confident tomorrow, knowing that you have guys like Austin Watson who are very passionate about it not being like this tomorrow?
Yeah, you can't accept it, right? You got to make sure that if we want to be a good team in this league, and I think we are, we still have to show it. You still have to show up, and you still have to have that desire, that passion to win hockey games, especially close games. We want to be in close games. We should be a team that wins close games. I think our numbers do show that at 1-goal games we do have a good record. So. Again, I don't think it's something to worry about and panic about, but there is cause for concern of being tied in third period, only coming away with 1 win at home.
I thought Shai Buium had an excellent game from the blue line. 2 assists, big role on the power play, and just really detail-oriented for a young first-year player like that. What's that really say about his character and what he brings to the game?
Yeah, he's still growing. There's still development opportunities there for him, but overall, I've liked his progression. I thought he's done a really good job moving pucks, seeing plays. He's got good vision on the ice. I think his skating has improved as well. And he's a guy that we're going to lean on here for heavy minutes, and he is a power play guy, so we're going to play him there, and he's playing some big 5-on-5 minutes right now too. So that's part of his development path and plan, and we just need to keep him growing and getting better.
What led to the change on the power play running 2 defensemen? It seems like it's really working for you guys.
Just a different look and a different shot threat. Raf is a really good shot from the flank. Obviously, we need to use it a little bit more, and I'd love to see him shoot some more pucks when he has that opportunity. But really, if we have some skill, on the flanks and not a big shooter, and just a different look on the second unit.